All right. So we just had UFC 319, Dricus Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev. I just want to talk a little bit about the card. I know I'm late, about a week. I just been kind of busy and haven't really had time to make a video on it. Um, I watched this live actually in my room, and I was watching with my cousin. We were kind of surprised, I should say, about like the performances. Um, for the most part, we were pretty dead on. Like, I had a feeling Leon Murphy was gonna win his fight, and I had a feeling that Protest was gonna win his fight as well. Uh, Very odd though that both got it by a spinning elbow, and I was like, that's kind of impressive. Like back to back. They both ended up getting performance of the night, as it says here, and it was pretty cool. And yeah, I really enjoyed that. Yeah. As for like some of the other fights, like Tim Elliott really surprised me. He's older now. Like, he's a lot older than Kai, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, this goes to show that just because you're like a really hyped up fighter in a different promotion like Ryzen, uh doesn't mean you're gonna do well in the UFC. It doesn't really seem that Kai Escura has the same kind of power or same kind of like ability that he had at Ryzen as he had in UFC now. Because I might be wrong, but Ryzen as like a promotion, they don't really have they don't have like a octagon. They have like a it's like generally like a rope ring. So it could be there's a lot of differences I think in Ryzen to UFC. So it might be just too different for him. I don't know. He might get cut soon. I have a feeling, but we'll see. Michael Venom Page versus Jared Cannonier. This was an interesting one. I thought Michael Venom Page looked amazing. Um, I do think he's a little bit too show buddy at times. I think he should just take it better to just knock people out, like actually go for the win and go for submissions. I heard Mighty Mouse talk about this, how like every time Michael Venom Page drops him, he should be getting on his back and going for like a choke or just going for submission. Any submission really. Because Cannonier was open to submissions in this fight after getting knocked down, but he just kind of emoted him and just kind of let him off. So it was like, yeah. One thing I want to talk about too is it was just announced. Uh, I think his name's Battle. I forgot his first name because it's not coming to me right now. But somebody Battle just got cut from UFC because he missed like his third weight cut since joining the promotion. So he's missed weight 3 times. So he got cut. He was on this card, but then he got taken off because he missed weight by like a lot, like 5 pounds or something. It was pretty crazy. So I'm glad the UFC is taking accountability because it's important as a fighter to be able to make weight because it shows that you can commit fully to a fight. So I'm really happy they did that, and I'm also happy about the new like combined nation of the promotions. And they're moving from ESPN from SBN to Paramount, which is really nice. So we won't have those dumb pay-per-views we have to pay for anymore, like this one. Yeah, enough about that. There's a lot of the fights in this card were good. I enjoyed a lot of these. I remember enjoying this one quite a lot. This one was fun. This one was also fun. Chase Hooper ended up getting humiliated in this fight. Barboza was surprising. I thought Barboza would do a lot more on the striking range, but it is what it is. But yeah, this fight was awesome. I actually this was one of my favorites of the night. Joseph Morales versus Idiros or whatever. I don't know how to say his name, but this is from the Ultimate Fighter like final fight, and yeah, he did really well. I was really happy about that performance. Well, this is the fight everyone's been talking about. DDP and Khamzat. One of the most surprising like title fights of all time. It surprised me a lot, to say the most. It was just boring, wasn't it? Like, I was watching it. Like I said, I was watching this in my room, and like, I don't think I like. I was so bored the whole time. Like, there was like no like standing up fights. Like there was no strikes pretty much thrown. Every strike that was thrown was on the ground, and it wasn't even like a fully fledged strike. It was just little love taps. Basically, the whole fight consisted of Hamzat taking him down really easily, putting him in a Kimura, and then keep trying to put him in like put him in like a crucifix, so he couldn't move his arm between his legs, and it's like, and then he was like dropping like slight hammer fists and elbows, but they were just doing no damage. Like they were barely any like power into them. So it was a dominant performance for sure, but it just was a. I don't see it as a good like a good win. You know what I mean? Like it's impressive that he can do this to DDP, who's been on top forever, but you got to show like your full round game. Like the thing about Khabib, which a lot of people compare this performance to, is that Khabib pressures you into doing things you're not supposed to, and surprises you with his wrestling so much that his striking starts to build up a bit. Which is why his striking was good as well, is because his wrestling was so high caliber that no one wanted to risk getting like taken down, so they didn't make risky shots. So that's what basically this fight kind of reminded me of, is that Khamzat wrestling was so advanced and so above beyond Dricus, that every time Dricus was trying to strike, Khamzat would get a hold of him. So he wasn't able to make very many choices of like striking, I should say. And then Khamzat, it was just like he didn't really. It just looked like he didn't want to strike the whole round. I think his whole game plan was to just like take him down and then hold him there. He wasn't going for any submissions. I don't think there's one submission in this fight. Like I think Dricus had like the only one. Yeah, but like it was annoying to watch, I should say. Because you hear Hamza and you hear this guy that was like, I kill everybody I kill. But then he just doesn't go for him to kill at all in this fight. Which is weird, because we saw against Rob that he took him down and then immediately went for a choke. So it was different, you know? I would have liked to see Hamza go for the choke, but didn't end up happening. But yeah, that's basically what my thoughts of this fight is. I really hope Hamza in his next fight makes more risk, or takes more risk, and goes for actual submissions or a submission win. It just doesn't look good on the UFC to have a guy like Khamzat as a champion who fights like once a year, and when he does fights, it's like really drawn out, and he doesn't take a lot of risk, and he just kind of grapples the whole way. So there's not a lot of striking, which is one thing that I've been annoyed at by Khamzat ever since he started getting higher caliber opponents, I should say. Because his fight with Usman was one that, like, it was barely stand up as well. Like, it was mostly just like grappling to try to get. But honestly, Kamaru Usman did way better than Dricus do this Plessis in that regard. So I was kind of surprised by that. I thought Dricus would be a great opponent for Khamzat, because I thought Dricus would be so explosive that he wouldn't be able to that Dricus wouldn't be able to like handle the pressuring of the wrestling. You know what I mean? Like I thought Dricus's striking would be way beyond Hamza, and he'd be able to stuff the shots a lot more. But it is what it is. I'm still like kind of like fresh about it in my head. Like I'm kind of like uh angry and like happy at the same time, because I am happy to see the matchups after this for Hamzat. Like, I'd love to see Hamzat fight Sean Strickland, not for the title right now, because Sean Strickland, obviously, he can't fight right now. He's suspended for now. But he doesn't deserve a title shot either. But him versus Brolaho or Imavov would be great. Like, there's a lot of great fights in the middleweight division to pair with Hamzat. Same with Dricus du Plessis. Dricus has some people he could fight as well. You know, he could fight the winner of Imavov and Brolaho, or he could fight the loser. You know, there's a lot of matchups to make. So yeah, and I'm really happy about Leon Murphy. I'm glad that he's gonna get a title shot now, because a lot of people were saying he's boring, he's this, he's that. Which, to be fair, he does go to a lot of decisions, but this silenced everyone, dude. You know, and same with Protes. Like, people were questioning whether he should be in the rankings or if he should get title shot. Like, Protes is on his way as well now. Yeah. And then as for Michael Piven Page, I don't know what the hell they're gonna do, man. I don't know if he's going back to welterweight or middleweight, but yeah, cut Kai though, because if Kai loses his next fight, he should be like kicked out, you know. But yeah, that's just how I see it. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, peace.